Well, if you turned Saturday's game off early, you probably flipped when you saw the final score. Thanks to hustle plays like this from Jasmine Jones, the Liberty came back from 20 points down to knock off Tina Charles, who had this big offensive foul here. Jasmine Jones making the play. All smiles after this one. Second 20-point come-from-behind victory in franchise history for the New York Liberty. That sets the scene for tonight. Back at home here at Barclays Center, all smiles. Minaj Delaney having an outstanding season, averaging nearly 20 points a game. Sabrina Ionescu playing much better lately, and they're going to have to slow down this lady. Arika Ogunbowale, a whole vibe, getting ready for this one as the Yes Network proud to present New York Liberty basketball as the Liberty gets set to take on the Dallas Wings here inside Barclays Center alongside former Liberty forward Ashley Battle. I am Michael Grady. A little over a year ago, Minaj Delaney, she was waived by the Indiana Fever, would then join the Atlanta Dream and have an outstanding season, named Most Improved Player. And Ashley, this season she continues that hot play, playing even better this season.
She's been unstoppable all year. Minaj Delaney was named to her first All-Star appearance on Wednesday, becoming the 15th player in team history, the first since Pia Nurse in 2019. Just like you said, partner, after being cut by the Fever at the beginning of 2020, Laney won the Most Improved Player of the Year in Atlanta and further improved her scoring and assist totals this season.
Making big-time plays for the Liberty, helping lead this team despite injury. B is indeed for buckets. Through 18 games this season, as you mentioned, 2021 WNBA All-Star first career selection, averaging 19.7 points, 5.2 assists, only player in the WNBA averaging 19 and 5. And she has scored at least 20 points in 11 games this season, 7 times in the previous 5 seasons combined. She has been outstanding. All right, so you have a veteran in Laney, and how about this lady right here, Michaela Onyenwere, WNBA Rookie of the Month for not just June, but May also.
Oh, she's been fantastic. And going into the season, you never know what you're going to expect from rookies, but she's been unstoppable all year long. This is exactly what the Liberty has needed from her, and she's been able to deliver.
6th overall pick, and has been absolutely special for the Liberty. Recently, she talked about the grind of her first WNBA season.
The best way I can describe it, it's definitely been a grind. You know, every other day or every other few days we have games. So it's definitely been a grind physically, mentally, but I'm having so much fun. And I wouldn't want to be able to, you know, go through this experience with any other organization and any other teammates. And so I've been able to lean on my teammates a lot. The staff has been great, and I've had a great experience so far. You know, I love being in the WNBA. I love just being able to play the game of basketball with the people that we have.
3 more games before the Olympic break. And Ashley, you know what it's like competing, battling in WNBA for a first-year player in Onyenwere. What have you seen, and how would you speak to the grind of a WNBA campaign?
Oh, it's definitely totally different from college, that's for sure. So for her to actually be out there and competing at a high level and not hit that rookie wall yet, it's unreal. And she's going to go probably into this year and going into overseas, but it's very fortunate right now for a lot of the rookies that there's a break in the season because of the Olympics, so she could catch her breath, regain her strength, regain her confidence, and keep going right into the end of the year.
Yeah, she's been special in her first season for sure. Arika Ogunbowale has been special for the Dallas Wings. Led the WNBA in scoring a season ago. She is an absolute handful.
Oh, she's a vibe out there on and off the court, and she's one of the premier players in this league, and she's difficult to guard, scoring 20 points a game. She can pick her spots on the court where she wants to go, and it's just difficult to stop her. Really, you can only hope that she misses.
Going to be a tall task for sure for this New York Liberty squad. Expect a lot of points, a lot of scoring in tonight's showdown. Starting lineup, opening tip on the way. It's the Liberty and the Wings coming up next, right here on Yes. New York Liberty basketball on Yes is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. Back here inside Barclays Center, getting you set for this one. Looking at the starting lineups for the Wings: Alicia Gray, Kayla Thornton, Satu Sabali, then it's Sarika Ogunbowale, fourth in the WNBA in scoring so far this season. Mariah Jefferson, the point guard for the Liberty. Sabrina Ionescu, Sammy Whitcomb, Kylie Shook, Michaela Onyenwere, and first-time All-Star, Benijah Laney. Just about ready to get started. Fans ready for this one. Two entertaining teams, Ashley, that can put points on the scoreboard. They compete, they battle, and both these teams looking to move a game above 500.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting game tonight. You know, you have all-stars on both sides of the arena tonight, so I'm looking to see a high-scoring, highly competitive game.
Walt Hopkins, second season as head coach of the Liberty, 11-29 record, again 9-9 so far this season. Getting his players ready out there on the court, looking for back-to-back wins for the first time since mid-June. There's Ogunbowale averaging just over 20 points per game. Sabrina Ionescu getting her rhythm back on the court. Again, started the season hot, slowed down a little bit. Ankle acting up on a minutes restriction. We'll get more into that in just a bit. But starting to play a lot better. Tonight's officials, Michael Price, Danica Mosher, Kevin Fahey, and we are underway here at Barclays Center in this matchup between the Liberty and the Wings. Laney controlling, watched by Ogunbowale. Sets up the mid-range, off the front iron, no good. Battle for the board, goes to the Liberty. 10 to shoot. Laney fighting through, puts it up, left hand off the glass and in.
That was a great move. Tough getting in the lane and feeling the contact on the defense and finishing with the left.
Laney just gets better and better.
It's a great start from her. Every season, I mean, it's unreal. She had a 12-point differential going from the year that she got cut in Indiana into her most improved season. I've never seen anything like that, which is unreal. I really want to know how it happened. What did she do in order to make that transition? Was it mental? Was it physical? We're going to have to talk to her.
No doubt. The ascent has been amazing. Mariah Jefferson getting loose off the nice pass from Ogunbowale. That puts the Wings up 4-2.
You know where she went, right? Mariah Jefferson.
UConn. There's the first UConn reference on the broadcast. We'll keep count. There's the first one. 4-2 Wings. Pass inside to Shook. Had her open side of the layup. Tried to kick it outside and stolen away by Gray. Ogunbowale, nice feed. Thornton has 2 buckets in the early going of this game.
I would really like to see Shook go up strong and take that. There's not very many people that can block her shot. And even if they do block her shot, so what? It's a good play for her right now, similarly to what just happened, and going strong to take it up and be enforced in the inside.
That time she was blocked. It's been a block party for the Wings lately. They've had at least 5 blocks in 4 of the last 5 games.
They're coming, beware. They're lurking.
6-2 Dallas. Onyenwere driving inside, going right at Sabali, and she's fouled. That'll put Michaela Onyenwere at the free throw line, averaging 10 points, 3 rebounds a game in a rookie campaign. Of course, no Dallas. They had 3 of the top 5 picks in the 2021 WNBA draft.
They're racking them up like Boston out here.
Racking them up. And then there's Onyenwere, 6th overall. And has had a special season at this point. Rashonda Gray just checked into the game for Kylie Shook. Coach Hopkins may be telling Shook exactly what you were just saying a moment ago.
Take it up.
Take it up strong.
Take it up strong. I mean, I'm okay with that, you know, powering it up there and being aggressive inside, and which can ultimately open up her game on the outside as well.
Off the miss, here come the Liberty. Gray, Onyenwere, that is, can't get the shot to go. Batted away. It's Jefferson. Now it's Ogunbowale who can fill it up. Has some room from deep. No good on the 3-point attempt. 6-3 Wings. Laney off the Gray screen. Lane open, wide open. And she gets it to fall.
Absolutely. That's where she's at her best, in my opinion, is when she's going downhill and attacking the rim.
Agumbawale. No hesitation on the three.
Can't give her any space.
Turn over there.
Laney here going again, attacking. May have gotten a little brush screen, but was able to finish. And you really can't give her any space. Any opportunity for Enrique to, if she sees any daylight, it's going up, and chances are it's probably going in.
There she is again, off glass, long, rebound Whitcomb. Whitcomb, coast to coast, off the glass and in.
Great use of the jump stop by Sammy right there. Was able to, momentum took her defender with her.
Whitcomb's had some great moments this season. Satu Sabali.
She really has. Career high the other day against Atlanta. Shot the lights out of the ball. Struggled the day before, but Sammy's one of those type of players that no matter what, she's coming at you. She's going to go hard. And she's going to continue to improve and be aggressive throughout the game.
Certainly like what you're seeing there. 5:56 in this opening quarter. It's a 12-9 ball game. Dallas on top. Alicia Gray spinning on Laney, puts it up and through. Nice move by Alicia Gray, who's going to be on the Team USA 3-on-3 roster.
How cool is that?
Nice. Oh, come on now. Whitcomb showing off the range. Shot that from the Barclays Center logo.
Yeah, she did. But how cool is that to be on the 3-on-3 team?
The first one. First one. That's special.
It really is.
Offensive foul charged to Dallas' 0, Satu Sabali.
And, oh man, again with a great cut and a great pass down to the lane. Coming up from the Barclays logo, Sammy making them pay early.
Positive sign as she's showing the hot hand early. 14-12, Dallas on top. Didn't expect a high scoring affair. Nice pass, Ionescu to Gray, bucket and the foul.
And that's where Ionescu's at her best, when she's able to get her teammates involved and they know if they make a cut, they're going to get the ball. Again, you see her coming off the screen. Patience, patience. Easy and one right there.
Liberty started the game 1 for 4. 5 for 5 since. Gray at the free throw line, opportunity to give the Liberty the lead. Again, expecting a lot of points in this ball game. Dallas can certainly fill it up, and we know the players on this Liberty squad with Laney, Ionescu, Whitcomb, who can get hot. He's already hit a couple of buckets early in this game. Let's see who's going to bring the D.
The free ball is their friend with the Liberty, and that's where they make a lot of their damage out on the court.
Turnover there for the Wings. Whitcomb had to pick up her dribble.
They're scrambling. Someone's open.
Feed inside Laney. Extra pass. Gray puts it through. 8-0 run by the Liberty. Tough pass there, and Laney colliding with the Agumbawale. That'll be the first foul on Laney. 17-14 in the early going. Liberty, hot streak right now with great passing. Tomorrow night, catch Aaron Judge and the Yankees as they head west to Seattle to kick off a 3-game set with the Mariners. Coverage starts at 9 o'clock right here on the Yes and the Yes app. Oh, there's our guy, Chris Shearn, with his family. He's looking at the camera. Right this way, Chris.
He totally looked at the camera.
He'll be doing pregame coverage for the Yankees tomorrow. Shout out to our guy, CS. Sabali inside, gets the layup to go out of the timeout. Stops an 8-0 Liberty run.
A couple of former Oregon Ducks going at it.
No doubt. Teammates. Oregon. Are now battling against each other.
No pun intended.
Onion Waiter. So Whitcomb has to fire. Off the mark. Rebound Ty Harris, who just checked into the game. And there's a nice steal by the Rook. Laney controlling, 6 points already. And Michaela looks like she's hobbling just a little bit. Have to see what happened there. Agumbawale fouled by Ionescu.
Liberty foul, charge number 20, Sabrina Ionescu.
Onyenwere moving a little bit gingerly. As Agumbawale goes to the free throw line. It's Seafoam season. Rep the New York Liberty with all new gear for the 2021 season. From jerseys to hoodies, hats, and more. The New York Liberty team store has you covered. Visit nyliberty.com to shop.
Liberty number 4, Jasmine Jones.
Jasmine Jones in the game for the Liberty. And Ashley, she was a boxer in the,
Oh, my goodness.
in the last game against Washington.
Jasmine was taking hits. She was diving over railings. I mean, putting up big shots. She really did it all yesterday, and she's their energy, their spark that comes off the bench and changes momentum every time she comes in. And I expect no different from her tonight. Maybe not jumping over the railings.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Turnover there. Sammy Wickham losing it out of bounds. That'll give it back to the Wings, who have regained the lead, 18-17. Jasmine Jones certainly been a spark plug this season. Crossover dribble from Agumbawale. Passes it off. Harrison from the free throw line, no. Rebound to Gray. Jones checked in for Sabrina Ionescu, who's still on a minutes restriction. Kickball there.
That is the play that they run in warm-ups. Actually, a little brush screen going to the wing and having the post player dive with the guard doing a pocket pass into the post for a layup.
Broken up by a kick ball. 11 on the shot clock. Laney off the Gray screen. Takes it out. Onyenwere. Hop in her step back as she gets the layup to fall.
I guess she's okay.
Just bang legs with somebody, temporarily hurt. Another rebound for Gray. Laney and another kickball.
What's been great thus far is the Liberty has 8 field goals, and you can see Laney passing it up to the top with going in with the hoppity hops and getting there for 2. But one of the great things that's been thus far with this game is that the Liberty has 8 field goals and 8 points are coming from in the paint.
Really aggressive inside. Nailed him in the ball game, replacing Banaja Laney. 19-18 Liberty, approaching 2.5 to go in this opening quarter. Wickham, stop and go off the window once again in the paint. New York getting it done.
Liberty lead, 21-18.
Agumbawale pulling up, pure.
Tough. She is tough.
Has everything in her bag.
Yeah, she really does. I mean, again, she got the wiggles, she got the handles. You gotta hope she misses.
Wickham floats it inside. Oh, she's got the hot hand tonight. Sammy Wickham, 9 points in this opening quarter. Oh, Mabry can get hot too. Misses that shot. And nice hustle from Wickham. Deflects it off of Agumbawale and out of bounds.
Sammy being aggressive and just taking it in. Doesn't matter how many Dallas Wings are next to her. She's going up strong with a nice little floater right in the paint.
Talked to her before the game. She said a key for them is figuring out how to get off to a better start. First game with Dallas had a slow start. Of course, had a slow start against Washington. Wickham said they have to be aggressive from early on in this game as Jasmine Jones makes it rain.
The difference between the start of this game and the start of other games is really the Liberty being forceful and attacking the paint.
And it's opening things up on the perimeter as well. We take a look at this three-point basket.
High
Not
archer.
what you typically see from Jasmine Jones, but she is shooting 42%. from 3 this season.
The high archer right there.
Yes. Liberty have hit 10 of the last 11 shots. Quick hands defensively. Diving on the floor for it. Odom battling with the Gumbawale, and it's a jump ball. Nice hustle there. 26-20. A little over a minute to go in this opening frame as Kylie Shook gets set to check back in the ballgame. Comes in for Rashonda Gray, who had 5 points, couple of rebounds in 7 minutes. Nay Odom in her 2nd season, jumping with the Gumbawale. Tip goes to the Liberty.
The way that both teams were set up, it was almost as if each team thought they were going to get the tip.
Oh! Sammy Whitcomb. It's one of those games, Ashley, you mentioned earlier. She had that 30-point game against the Dream and had somewhat of an off night. This is the second 8-0 run of the game for the Liberty in this opening quarter.
Sammy could get hot really quickly, and I just like the fact that she's attacking the paint, and it's clearly opening up her three-point shot.
2 threes already. She has 12 points in this opening quarter and has only missed 1 shot. Gumbawale, 7 seconds to work with. Left hand puts it in and draws the foul.
Time in possession. She knew exactly how much time was on the clock and beeline straight to the basket.
Tough.
Going straight in, taking the contact and finishing with the left.
Gumbawale again led the WNBA in scoring a season ago. Top 5 this season. Hit 2 of the biggest shots in NCAA tournament history on the women's side.
Oh,
we have one UConn reference already. I thought I'd at least get in the other one.
That was a dagger. That was such a dagger. I was there. I witnessed both of those shots at the Final Four, and I mean, I feel like whenever there's a hand in her face, did she bank that?
I don't know if she called it, but she put that off glass.
That's almost in the same exact spot too. It's almost as if there's a hand in her face, it's going in. You know,
that's special.
It is special. It's almost like let her shoot it wide open and see if she can make it.
Here she is working on Nay Odom. Nice feed. Izzy Harrison too short, but she draws the foul. And she may have gotten Edie Richards in the grill.
Jasmine, the bank is open. She called it. She's feeling it. She's feeling it. She's like, or maybe not. I didn't do that. I didn't mean to do that.
She just became a meme.
That is the I didn't mean to do that look. But, okay, we're going to take it.
Second foul on Shook, by the way, as Izzy Harrison at the free throw line, knocking down the first. Still can't get over that Jazz's face.
She's like, did that really just happen? All right, we'll take it.
32-24. They see what look New York can get in their final possession of this opening quarter. Jazz trying to make a move. I don't know if she got it off in time. Shot missed anyway, but what a quarter for the New York Liberty after a slow start in their last game. Red hot in this opening quarter, and they lead. All right, I'm really sorry, Ashley, but we have to go down memory lane. Gumbawale against UConn. Oh, your Huskies.
I'm literally right there in the corner.
Oh. And then against Mississippi State, are you kidding me?
Oh. I'm telling you.
2 of the greatest shots in NCAA tournament history, men's or women's, ladies and gentlemen.
It was, you know,
ridiculous.
You got to give credit when credit's due, and I am a person who can do that. And they were phenomenal shots, and you just have to tip your hat off to her. There was tough defense, and she made unbelievable plays.
Oh, quite. By the way, Izzy Harrison with a nice spin and lay-in. The Wings have 2 sets of teammates who won national championships in college. A couple of South Carolina teammates, a couple of Notre Dame teammates. Mabry, of course, from Notre Dame, played on that squad with the Gumbawale as Naodum stays with it and puts it through. Lead back to 8.
That was one of the things I loved about playing with the Liberty and playing against Lori Moore, because she went to Tennessee and I went to UConn, and we stopped them all the time from winning national championships. And so
which I'm sure you bring up in the text.
Oh, all the time.
Rubbing that in.
All the time. All the time.
Kylie Shook, no good for 3.
It would be classic moments where she would just give me the most evil looks. and I would just be like, oh, you want one of these? Because not 1, not 2, but 3.
Oh, UConn institution. Sure. Naodum going strong to the rim, can't finish. Mariah Jefferson bringing it up. Checks her chicklets. Took a shot on that drive by Odom.
Need all your chicklets.
Harrison, she's been tough to start this quarter. And Walt Hopkins, they're going to have to talk things over. 34-30, much more aggressive start for the Dallas Wings in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout. Liberty leading by 4 here on Yes. Don't miss any of the 25th anniversary action this season. Single game tickets to see the 2021 WNBA All-Star Benai Zelani and the rest of the New York Liberty take on the Sun for our 5th annual Unity game on July 11th are on sale now. Go to nyliberty.com to view the full 2021 schedule. Back to live action. Wings cut it to 4. Jasmine Jones driving and called for the offensive foul.
I don't know about that one.
Let's take another look. Alicia Gray stepping in there.
Okay, maybe it was a
Replays are helpful.
Right?
Replays are helpful.
That's why I'm not a ref.
34-30 Liberty. Entered the quarter with an 8-point advantage. Izzy Harrison has scored the last 7 points for Dallas. Almost the last 9. She couldn't get that one to go. Laney outside to Jones. By the way, the 32 first quarter points for the Liberty. Most in the opening quarter all season. Red hot to start this game. As Jones looking for her 3rd 3 of the game, has it blocked. Jefferson.
Snatch.
Crossover on Didi. Pull
Step
up from
back.
the elbow. Oh, put in work.
Okay, Mariah.
More UConn love.
You all right? The only thing that was missing was a tween. The snatch, step back. I need a tween. It's a great play, though.
Jones working on Gray inside to Laney. Steps through the defenders in contact. It will not count the basket. Foul called on Gray. Big substitution here for the Liberty. Sabrina Ionescu, Michaela Onyenwere, Sammy Whitcomb, who was hot in that opening quarter, and Rashonda Gray in the ball game. Satu Sabali checking in for the Wings. Now on Ionescu, she's still on a minutes restriction. Walt Hopkins saying before the game they want to keep her at about 25 minutes, which will remain the case for the final games before the Olympic break. Laney pull up. No good. Hopkins also said that he understands that people are upset that he has to pull her out of the game. Is Alicia Gray off the window? How about 2 3-point baskets off the glass?
She
Bench
definitely
is
didn't
clearly
call
open.
that. She didn't call that either.
9-0 run for the Wings, and they retake the lead. Extra pass, Laney in the corner. Back to Whitcomb. Knocks down the 3. Sammy Whitcomb.
Great ball movement by the Liberty. When you move the ball like that, the defense can't keep up.
Mabry on the drive, blocked by Gray. Blocked that with 2 hands. Mabry tries to go back up, can't get that one to fall. Whitcomb running. Oh, tough pass. Tried to get it to Onyenwere in the corner.
Again, with the nice pass. Glass, the bank is open. There you go. She definitely didn't call that. But then Sammy with the extra pass. And then Laney attracting 2 players back to Sammy. Nothing but net.
That put the Liberty back on top. 37-35, 6 minutes to go in this opening half. Jefferson, watched by Ionescu. Over to Mabry, who is yet to score in this game. 0 for 4. Oh, check that. 1 for 5.
Timing is everything.
Yes, it is. Onyway, driving, gets it outside. These passes have been tough.
Yeah, they have definitely been tough, and high and wide, and you know, as a receiver, you need to right there in the pocket. Can't be
Right.
going reaching all over the place.
And that's good to inbound. Gets it into Laney. Onyenwere in the corner, no good. Rebound goes to Jefferson. Pass ahead, and it's no good. Sabali goes down. She'll go to the free throw line. Put Dallas back on top. New York got off to a fast start, but we expect this one to be a tight ball game.
Both teams can score at will at times, and you know, I think it's going to go down to what you said earlier today: is who can get a stop, who can get a stop, who's going to do that, who's going to get a stop when you need it, and especially during crunch time.
Liberty, of course, coming off of that come-from-behind victory over Washington. Dallas getting a nice win over Chicago in their last game. Beating Candace Parker and company.
They are tough. Chicago is tough.
Oh. Vandersloot. I mean, just a number of players on that roster can get the job done. The Shields played back-to-back games with the Wings and split. 16-5 run now for the Wings. Liberty need to calm themselves and take back control. Wickham, who's been fantastic in this one with 15 points and dragged that pivot, called for the travel. Again, Wickham leads all scorers with 15 points. Only Liberty player in double figures. Ogunbowale leading the way for the Wings with 10 points. The 56th straight game. Ogunbowale, as she fires from deep. 56 straight games that she scored in double figures. Loose ball foul called on Laney.
Loose ball foul charge to Liberty, number 44 for Nysa Laney.
That's going to be her second.
That's her second, team second.
Kayla Thornton to inbound. Wings leading by 2. Ogunbowale going right at Laney. Right-hand floater, no. And rebound pulled away aggressively by Jones. And a foul is called on Satu Sabali.
Jasmine Jones is always in the mix. Always in the mix, whether it's getting rebounds, creating shots. But here you see her just grabbing the ball off of Satu and creating an opportunity for the Liberty.
The type of energy and passion that Jasmine Jones plays with, just kind of contagious for her teammates.
Absolutely.
Plays with a big-time chip on her shoulder. Liberty down by 2. Ionescu trying to make a move on Harrison. Outside, Laney for 3. Rattles it home.
Ionescu's vision is just unreal.
It's a great pass to Laney for the 3. Laney shooting just 32% from three-point range. He puts the Liberty back on top, but it's short-lived. Nice feed there. Talk about good passes. Sabali getting the lay-in to go. And Hopkins wants to talk things over, not liking his defense. He talked about this before the game, too, about giving up easy looks. They'll try to correct that during the timeout. Wings up by 1. 4:22 to go in the first half. Liberty trailing the Wings by 1. Second meeting of the season between these two teams. They met back in late May. Liberty taking that one here in this building as Jasmine Jones can't get the shot to go. But she'll go to the free throw line. Getting back to what was working for them in that first quarter, actually.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Jasmine Jones being aggressive, getting into the lane, and she definitely took a hit to the face, which is sending her to the line for 2.
Third foul on Satu Sabali. She'll have to take a seat. Jasmine Jones, 82% free throw shooter. Marina Mabry back into the game. We mentioned she was on that national championship team with Agumbawale. The other championship duo on the wings, Ty Harris and Alicia Gray, won a NCAA title at South Carolina. And in and out on the second attempt.
South Kakalaki.
41-41. 4 minutes to go in this first half. It's been an entertaining one. Runs on both sides. Agumbawale, fade away, long, rebound Gray. Third rebound for Gray. And Jones fouled. Mariah Jefferson too aggressive.
Jones foul, charge number 4, Mariah Jefferson.
Mariah Jefferson in her 5th season. Taken 2nd overall by the San Antonio Stars. Ionescu getting by Mabry. May have been some contact that she throws through as she lays it in.
Looked like a lot of contact.
Liberty lead, 43-41.
Yep, a lot of contact.
We see the replay on the video board. Jefferson, nice move on Ionescu, and gets that one to fall. Jefferson only played 3 minutes in the last game against Chicago. Had 2 points, struggled a little bit in that game. Has played well so far in this one. Turnover. Here come the wings. Harrison. Up top, Agumbawale again not shy. No good on the 3. Agumbawale struggled shooting in the first meeting as Jones kicks it outside. Ionescu too strong on the attempt. Offensive board. Ionescu again. Yes!
You can't give her back-to-back threes. Looks at it. She's definitely going to hit one of them.
Liberty aggressive on the offensive glass. And Vicki Johnson wants to talk things over with her group. 3-point advantage for the Liberty. 46-43 as we take a look at Sabrina.
Driving in for the layup, tough layup, took contact. And then again, you can't give her 2 open shots. She's definitely going to make you pay. Sabrina with the 3.
Ionescu up to 5. The first 2 points of the game, as you saw right there. That's one thing you like about Sabrina. She doesn't force the action.
No, she definitely lets the game come to her, which is great because there's a lot of talented players on the Liberty, and it's awesome that she gets everybody involved and takes her time and picks and chooses where she could be aggressive and attack.
5 points, 3 assists in the early going. It was Sammy Wickham with the hot hand. 15 points, 6 of 8 shooting for Sammy Wickham early in this game. As we take a look at the 3-point shooting for the Liberty in this game so far.
Sammy with the hot hand early on, taking it and with a kiss off the glass. And Sammy again with another 3. The Liberty have been shooting the ball really well from the outside today. And Sabrina again with the last 3 for the Liberty.
7 of 13 from long range for the Liberty. Let's take a look at Sabrina Ionescu's numbers. First 6 games, 17.8 points, shooting nearly 50% from 3-point range. In the next 7 games, a lot of conversation about that ankle and just not feeling comfortable and having a full range of motion. But since that 7-game stretch, she's looked like she's regained a little bit of that confidence and mobility.
Absolutely. I think her ankle is probably feeling a lot better. And this break can't come at a better time for her as well, you know, to get some rehab and definitely stronger, you know, just getting stronger and more strength and able to withstand the duration of a game.
Yes, because she's, again, on that minutes restriction right now, and so this time off, like in a full month, to do the body good as Marina Mabry hits the baseline, Jay.
Marina Mabry.
Cuts their deficit to 1. 2:10 to go in this opening half. Knew this would be a high-scoring affair, and it's lived up to the billing. Outside shot, Ionescu. Oh, she's starting to feel it. 8 points now for Ionescu, and it's all come in the last 90 seconds. Mabry answers with the mid-range J.
Both of these teams have players who get hot very fast.
Oh, we knew we would get a show. Laney now. Pass inside. Gray turns in on the rookie. Oh, took the rook to school. Nice move by Rashonda Gray.
Said, get your weight up on that one.
Izzy Harrison now. Turns into the double team. Could have been a travel call. It's deflected. Whitcomb can't save it, and it'll stay with the Wings.
Sabrina, a little hesitation, but gathers and knocks it in. Gray in the post, being tough, fills the defense, spins off of it. Nice lefty.
Strong play on Charlie Collier, the #1 pick in the 2021 WNBA draft. And not aware of the shot clock, the Wings turn it over. (51-47), and you can feel this momentum shift.
Absolutely, the energy in the building, you could feel that as well with the Liberty changing momentum and being strong. Looks like they're going to have a little rub screen coming off here, looking to set up Anescu again. She has the hot hand.
Sabrina outside to Whitcomb, no hesitation, in and out on the three.
That bad boy was halfway down.
She's got such a quick trigger. Couldn't get that one to fall. Just her third miss. Layup attempt won't go. Rebound to Jasmine Jones. Snagged that one.
She's fun to watch.
7-second differential between the shot clock and game clock, no question. Ionescu working on Jefferson. Outside, Laney puts it up. Caught air, and there's a foul call. Foul called there. And it's called on Rashonda Gray. Coming up at halftime, a one-on-one with Liberty GM Jonathan Cole. We'll also have stats analysis from this first half action. That foul on Gray. Again, her first. They had one to give. 9 seconds to work with. Allery driving in. Can't get the layup to fall. 3 seconds for Jones to work with. She's quick. Puts it up for three. Oh! Misses that one at the horn. Entertaining first half for the Liberty. 51 points they put up on the Wings. Led by Sammy Whitcomb, 15 points. 51-47 advantage for the Liberty at the break. New York Liberty basketball and yes is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. Taking a look at the leading scores in that first half, a high-scoring affair for both teams. Sammy Whitcomb, 15 points. Betnijah Laney with 9. Ionescu with 8 points, all late in that second quarter. Rashonda Gray, nice boost off the bench with 7 points. Arike Gumbawale, 10 points. Satu Sabali, 9. Izzy Harrison, 7. And Marina Mabry with 6. All right, trivia time. Betnijah Laney is the 15th Liberty player to be named to the WNBA All-Star team, which 6 players have made multiple All-Star teams as members of the Liberty. Oh, hashtag Liberty on yes. Get those, you can send some of your answers in.
I'm going to say maybe one of the players we just showed. I'm going to go on a limb here.
Shout out Vicki Johnson. First season as Wings head coach. We were talking about this during the break. She played in that inaugural first WNBA game in history against the LA Sparks. So she was a member of the New York Liberty. Had the first field goal attempt in that game. And is in the Liberty Ring of Honor.
Oh, that's so cool. Vicki is a great person. And actually sitting next to her is Kelly Schumacher, who also played here at the Liberty and was a teammate of mine at UConn. And the Ring of Honor, I mean, how amazing is that to be up there with Becky Hammond and Kim Hampton? And they were definitely, all three of those are mentors of mine, and I look up to them dearly. So I'm so happy to be able to call a game first.
No question. And her team really kind of taking on her personality.
Oh, for sure.
Extent,
feisty,
right?
getting in there and you know, playing tough D, and that's everything that Vicky has embodied as a player.
Satou Sabally gets the second half started with the tough layup. She's also a first-time All-Star along with her teammate Arika Gumbawale and Banaja Laney of the Liberty. Speaking of Laney, inside, the defense collapses, and Onyenwere in a little bit of trouble, but finds a wide open Ionescu. Nothing but net.
She's picking up right where she left off at the end of the half, stroking it from deep.
Picking her spots, teammates finding her wide open for some good looks. Kayla Thornton on the drive, and she puts that one through. Once again, hot shooting from both teams.
Who's going to get a stop? Someone's going to have to do it.
Indeed, 54-51. Onyenwere. Oh! Knocks that one down, the rookie from the corner.
I'm all invested thinking about these 6 All-Stars.
Still thinking trivia.
I am thinking trivia.
Jefferson thinking buckets. Have we had a miss in the second half?
Not yet.
57-54. Both teams red hot. Ionescu on the drive. Extra pass. Whitcomb in the corner. Same spot Onyenwere hit from on the last possession.
Sammy's also picked up right where she left off in the first half.
We are getting a show. Alicia Gray loading. Of course it went in.
Alicia Gray.
Whitcomb driving outside, another pass. Ionescu, oh, beautiful pass to Shook. Are you kidding me?
Sabrina.
And Vicky wants to talk things over, and that gives everybody an opportunity to catch their breath. What a blistering start to this third quarter.
Sabrina with a look. Oh, man. That's such a great pass with a nice finish by Shook.
All right, we've all caught our breath. Liberty 4 for 4 in this third quarter. Dallas now 4 for 6 after that miss by Gumbawale. Tough rebound to Whitcomb. Pass up ahead to Laney. 5 for 5 to start the third quarter for the Liberty.
Red hot. And this is what Coach Wall has been talking about, is pace and starting the game and starting the half with energy.
Ooh, that rolls out for Sabally. Absolutely, the energy is there. And just the extra effort, extra pass. Finding the teammate. And they're knocking down the shot. Shook. Can't get past Sabally. Now it's Ionescu finding some daylight. Extra pass blocked by Sabally. What a play to come over on the help side.
Yeah, she did. She came over and got that with the left hand.
64-56. First miss of the third quarter for the Liberty.
Those are plays that you see in the NBA often, where you have somebody come in from the weak side and a block shot.
No doubt. And Sabally again has been extra aggressive, played well this season again. She's going to be an all-star playing against that Team USA squad in that all-star game. And she loses a handle taken away by Whitcomb. Up ahead, Laney, touchdown. 13 for Laney now off the great feed, and that's the largest lead of the game now. Double digits for New York.
The Liberty have their defense turning into offense, and they're able to get easy buckets where they've struggled doing that in recent games.
Agumbawale looking for Sabally, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Liberty foul charge number 12, Michaela Onyenwere. That's her second Teams first.
Are you following the New York Liberty on social media? Follow at NY Liberty and stay up to date on all the latest Liberty player and team news. Also be sure to represent the Liberty with the official hashtags. Hashtag Own the Crown. And of course, hashtag Seafoam Season.
I have people texting me about the trivia question. And I didn't ask. They're just texting me. And I have to tell them it's multiple All-Stars. It's not just an All-Star.
Multiple All-Star appearances as a member of the New York Liberty.
Yeah.
And you have your list.
I have my list.
We will reveal the answers coming up at the start of the fourth quarter.
I think we have a great list.
Folks do not know the debate, the thought put in coming up with these answers. And we'll have that again at the start of the fourth. 6 New York Liberty players in franchise history with multiple All-Star appearances. But there's a steal there from Kayla Thornton off the bad inbound feed. Thornton going at Ionescu, tripped out of bounds, and that should be off Thornton if there's not a foul called on the play.
Yeah, that looked like she tripped going out of bounds, and no one.
You either called a foul or you
let it go. And
no, that was off. Ionescu said she didn't touch it, but it clearly went off her fingertips, and there's a ball. Maybe that's a ball don't lie situation.
Ball don't lie.
And it goes to the Liberty anyway.
If I were in the court right now, I totally would have said that. Ball don't lie.
That's a phrase that has stood the test of time. We've been saying that for years.
Right, but the ball has no brain. It's just karma, baby. It's karma.
Bells no tails. There's a trip, and everybody thought it was a late whistle there as Laney takes a tumble.
Dallas foul charge number 15, Alicia Gray. That is her third. Team's first of the quarter.
Alicia Gray called for that foul. That is her third. Mentioned Alicia Gray a little bit earlier. Going to be on that Team USA 3-on-3 squad. Kelsey Plum, Stephanie Dolson, Katie Lynn Samuelson also on that 3-on-3 squad. Missed shot there from Benijah Laney. Now is Marina Mabry bringing it up. Approaching 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Stop, pop, blocked perhaps by Jones. And Jones took a tumble off of a hit from Mabry and off the miss. Here comes New York. Another pass ahead from Ionescu. This time to Jones for the lay-in. 8 assists for Sabrina.
She didn't hit her hard enough. Got up and straight for a layup.
And shot off the mark from Ogunbowale, once again struggling to shoot in this building. 6 for 20 in the first meeting back in May. She's now 3 for 11 in this ball game.
Again, Sabrina with the great court vision. Nice gather step into a layup.
A couple of those already in this third quarter. Sabali with the miss. Rebound to Benijah Laney, fouled by Harrison. This third quarter, 7 field goals for the Liberty, 7 assists. They have been sharing the rock.
And the Liberty is one of the highest assist teams in the league, and it's no surprise to me tonight that they are sharing the ball and scoring with open shots at the basket.
Wickham off the mark. Mabry. Oh, nice pass. Kayla Thornton puts it in and draws the foul.
That's a good find.
Going back to Ionescu, I mean, how much does that keep the defense on their heels? We're off a rebound. She just was able to find her open teammates up ahead.
Ray, if you run, she's going to find you. And that's one thing as a player of Ionescu, you know that if you're in the right place, the ball's going to be right in your hand. And when you have a teammate who's a willing passer, you want to do things extra. You want to run. You want to make the cut because you know if there's a slither chance of you being open, she's going to find you.
No wasted energy. Jasmine Jones running the floor, rewarded by that Ionescu pass. We saw the same thing with Laney a couple of times. And the assists continuing to pile up for the Liberty in this game. 19 compared to compared to 14 for the Wings. Jones stops and dragged that pivot.
Traveling violation. That was called.
68-61. Liberty on top. Strong third quarter. And the Liberty won the first meeting, 88-81, back on May 24th. They'll meet one more time late in the season after the Olympic break. Mabry to Harrison. Quick hands by Whitcomb. And the pass is deflected, but corralled by Whitcomb. Needs somebody to get open. And now Laney controls. In the teeth of the defense, outside. Now Jones got a little lost there. Laney, stop, pop, and that won't fall. A little disjointed possession there for New York.
Right, and when New York has been at their best tonight, the ball has been hopping. It's been moving. People have been getting open shots, which goes right into this clip right here with Sabrina hitting a cutting shot. Again, if you run, she's going to find you. Laney cherry picking a little bit, but we'll take it. Again, finding Laney for a layup. And then Sabrina with the court vision hitting Jasmine Jones for a layup again. Again, if you're open, she will find you.
Eyes up all the time. Jones trying to make a move on Sabali. Turns around. That was nice. Jazz Jones with the move.
That's the same move she did a couple possessions ago where they called a travel, and this time she kept her pivot foot down and was able to turn and shoot over Sabali for deuce.
Gray, too strong. Rebound Whitcomb. And I think Alicia Gray had her glasses broken.
Everything.
Whitcomb over the backboard.
Somebody needs to fix it. With the rec specs, you could pop those lenses right back in there real fast.
Alicia Gray took a shot, and normally out there with glasses, but she had to throw them to the side because they broke. Mabry bringing it up. 9-point advantage for the New York Liberty.
Looks like they fixed him.
Well, let's see. This is Gray here, and can't get that one to fall. Mabry from deep. Oh.
Don't get her started.
Showing the range, and there's a timeout. The Wings chipping away at this New York, shooting 59% for the game.
Wow. That's impressive.
Little resistance for the Wings. Well, there's some resistance there as Odom goes down. Contact, a foul. There's the broken glasses we were talking about. Oh.
Oh, man. And glasses are broken. I don't know what to do. Let me just toss them to the side right now. But she got them back.
Oh, she got either a new pair that got fixed, or she's all set. 4 fouls, though, for Alicia Gray.
I wonder if she could see when she shot that layup without her glasses on.
She was slightly off the mark, off the turnover. It's Mabry who's found a little bit of a rhythm. Sabali. Oh, nice hands from Jones, taken away by Onyenwere. .90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Whitcomb blocked by Sabali, and Sabali had something to say to Whitcomb as she went down.
I like it. That was a little feisty there.
Third block of the game for Satu Sabali.
Watch with the stare down after.
And let her know about it.
Wow, that wouldn't work.
Whitcomb's been balling 18 points in this game. Onyenwere going at Thornton. The turnaround rolls in. Nice touch from the rookie.
That was a really nice touch. Nice and soft.
8 points now for Onyenwere. Alicia Gray, no good. Another rebound from Whitcomb. She's up to 7. Matched her career high with 9 in the last game. against Washington, and where they couldn't get that three to drop.
Coming in with a spin, soft touch. Bounce, bounce, bounce in.
We talked to Liberty General Manager Jonathan Kolb at halftime. High praise for the rookie, not afraid of the moment, what he said about her play.
I mean, she's been unbelievable all year, and sometimes you get rookies who come in who don't know where they're going to fit in. It's a hard time for them to adjust, but she's picked up right where she left off in college.
And it could be tough for rookies coming in. Charlie Collier, #1 overall pick for the Wings. Wakuya, a lot of coach's decision did not DNPs this season. Meanwhile, as Jasmine Jones with the mid-range J. And meanwhile, Onyenwere has been a consistent contributor for this Liberty team. 19 games played, 19 starts.
Right, and she's a huge part of their success.
Oh, nice touch there from Sabali.
I think the stare down got Sabali. Like, give me the rock.
Got her going.
Got her going a little bit.
She's up to 16 now. And it's a 5-point ball game. 3 seconds. Jones puts it up, blocked by Gray. Saw that shot attempt clearly. And at the end of the third quarter, Liberty leading 74-69. Entertaining fourth quarter should be on the way. Back to start the fourth quarter, Liberty leading by 5. And look, the game is important, but Ashley Battle has been concentrating on this trivia question
so hard.
Here.
So hard.
Minaj Eleni, 15th Liberty player to be named to the WNBA All-Star team, with 6 players have made multiple All-Star teams as members of the Liberty.
Okay.
Your list, Ashley.
Here we go. My list. Becky Hammond, Teresa Witherspoon, Vicki Johnson, Taria Phillips, Cappy Poindexter, and Tina Charles.
All right, we're going to show you that answer in a moment. And there it is.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner! Winner, chicken dinner!
Oh, if folks only knew the homework, the concentration, the debates that went on.
I had to make some last-minute adjustments. But people on Twitter, oh wait, hold on, let me find her. Tracy J, 516 came through in the clutch. You hit me with the Tari Phillips. I was like, ooh. I was like, she right.
Helped out there. Hashtag Liberty on yes. The love and the help certainly appreciated. Foul called, 76-71. Liberty on top. This has been a high-scoring affair. Some terrific shooting and scoring from both teams, but certainly from the Liberty, shooting 57% for the game.
They're on fire.
Absolutely sizzling.
Now, will it be enough? It's still a close game, and again, no one's playing any defense per se. I mean, the Liberty had some pretty good stops in the third quarter, but it's going to come down to who can get a stop in the fourth. So who's going to win this game?
Dinescu turns it over. Alicia Battle. Outside, Sabali has been playing well. Can't get that three to go. Battle for the rebound to Izzy Harrison. Going at Gray and can't get the shot to go, but she'll go to the free throw line. Rashonda Gray picking up the foul.
Number 1, Rashonda Gray. That's her second, team second.
Man, I had a couple last-minute scratches on that trivia.
You did. That's why the help was appreciated, right? Now, Wednesday, don't miss NYCFC's next match as their summer of soccer continues with a road game against Montreal. Cover starts at 7 o'clock on Yes and streaming on the Yes app. Harrison knocking down the first. Kylie Shook checking back into the ball game. Dallas 8 offensive rebounds in this game compared to just 3 for the New York Liberty.
Dallas has really tall post players, and they're really aggressive underneath. And they're one of the top rebounding teams in the league, and you got to keep them off the glass if you want to survive this game.
second in the WNBA in rebounding, a little over 37 a game. Ionescu, oh, that rolled out. Rebounded Dallas. Mabry crossing up Odom, pulling up, long on the 3 attempt. Another offensive rebound for the Wings. Agumbawale struggling shooting, but she's a threat anytime she touches the ball. Nice pass to Harrison. Cuts the deficit to 1.
And because she's such a threat, she's able to attract the defense and make it easy for her teammates.
6-0 run. Oh, nice. Up and under with the left from Benija Laney.
Ionescu, she just sees everybody. Again, if you're going to cut, be prepared, have one eye on her at all times because she will find you.
Foul call. And that's on Onyenwere.
Again, Arike coming in, making it easy for her teammate to score. Then you have Ionescu who, she sees you before you even know that you're open. And she's going to find you for 2.
Great pass, great finish by Laney. 9 assists now for Ionescu to go with 11 points. Kayla Thornton, too strong on the 3 attempt. Onyenwere was called for a 4th foul. She took a seat, so Jasmine Jones back in the ballgame. Under 7 minutes to go in regulation. Jones off the mark, rebound Alicia Gray. On the attack, pass to Thornton. It's a 1-point game once again.
Liz got lucky on that one. I thought they were going to call it an N1.
Pace has certainly picked up for Dallas. And that's cool. Oh, Lane open.
She got her with the hezzy coming off the screen. She's been a threat all game shooting the 3. Got her with the hezzy going straight to the lane.
No one at the rim for Dallas. Harrison. Oh, nice move.
You made a really good point with no one being at the rim, and that's because the Liberty has players on the court who all can shoot 3s. And they're able to spread the floor, open it up passing lanes and driving lanes for Ionescu in that possession.
Foul call here as Jasmine Jones took a big-time shot. Passing has been superb in this game for both teams. It's a 1-point ball game. Liberty leading by 1. Game summary in this entertaining ball game. Both teams shooting well from the floor. Arike Agumbawale struggling with her shot, 3 for 11 for the game. Just 10 points. Sabrina Ionescu, 13 and 9. The 3-point shooting has been terrific for New York. 11 threes made in this game, but they lead by 1. Both teams 9 and 9 on the season, looking to move a game above 500. As Ionescu from deep can't get that one to fall. Rebound to Agumbawale. Thornton had an open look. Goes back to Agumbawale. Oh, nice pass, but Harrison loses it out of bounds. Agumbawale got caught in the air and ended up making a nice pass, but Harrison loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, in that possession right there, I would have really liked to see Dallas. Oh, they lost. I can't lose her. She's an all-star.
Oh, Laney can't get that one to drop.
But on that last possession, I would have liked to see Dallas have a good possession. They're only down 1 point. And as you can see right now, they're getting into their set and looking to get a good shot.
Thornton, good position inside on Jasmine Jones. Jones called for that foul. That's just her second.
That's her second. Team score.
4 fouls already in this quarter for New York. Just over 5 minutes to go in regulation. Dallas looking to take the lead. Gray on Ionescu. Rebound to Mabry. Turns in and gets that one to fall. First lead since it was 41-40 in the first half for Dallas.
Wow. I mean, this game has been so evenly matched that it's going to come down who can get a shot, who can make the free throws, and layups.
So gets that one to go. You talked about Kylie earlier, about being aggressive, finishing inside, had a couple of misses in that first half, and there she was, aggressive here with the offensive board and putback.
Right, and you need to see more of that from Kylie. She's very capable of doing this often, and oftentimes we see her on the three-point line, but she can do some damage down there.
She's got the size, 6'5", second season out of Louisville. She was a teammate with Jazz Jones. And gives the Liberty back the lead. 4:30 to go in regulation. 83-81 New York. Thornton outside. Agumbawale driving on Whitcomb. Up and under is in.
Ooh.
You cannot sleep on Agumbawale.
No, even though she hasn't shot the ball well, she's always a threat on the court. Oh, man.
And Marina Mabry called for the foul.
It's just a tough matchup for Sammy, and she gets in and up and under. Nice, soft touch off the glass.
You know, there's some players, Ashley, that if you're struggling shooting in the first three quarters, that may deter you from putting up shots in the fourth.
Not her. She is not one of them.
She's not the one.
She is not the one. You want to talk about unwavering confidence? She definitely has that.
No look pass to Jones in the corner. Knocks down the triple. Jasmine Jones up to 16. And UNESCO has a double-double with 13 and 10.
What the no look.
Harrison, double team, turnaround Jay. Oh, bounces in. Nice touch from Harrison.
You said it earlier in the broadcast. It's going to come down to the wire. And I love these type of games. I really do. I mean, as a fan and as a person who likes to watch basketball, I get way more anxious watching than I do.
Whitcomb!
Wow. That was a broken play. It fell right into Sammy's hand. She's like, oh, thank you. I guess I'll shoot this. And she's been hot all game. But, man.
Fantastic play. Whitcomb up to 21, and there's an answer.
Who's going to get a stop?
An old-fashioned three-point play perhaps coming from Harrison. She now has 17 points in this ball game.
Man.
Oh, just a tough play.
Tough play.
Yeah, that's the third foul on Rashonda Gray.
But I love games like these. As a fan, I get so anxious watching. As a player, I was just like, okay, this is what we need to do. But as a fan, I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen next?
She could not complete the three-point play. That's what happened there. And it's a two-point ball game. Under 3 minutes to go. Harrison has scored at least 10 points in all 19 games this season for the Wings. Ionescu. Outside to Whitcomb. Tough catch. Now it's Laney. Pulling up on Agumbawale. Oh, ladies fired up. 5-point game. Clutch baskets for the Liberty.
That shot was right in rhythm, right in motion. Took it confidently.
And Vicki Johnson wants to talk things over.
Imagine Laney right in rhythm. In your face, Enrique.
2 to go in the fourth as we take a look at this last triple for the Liberty. Benaja Laney sizing up Agumbawale, knocking that one down. 14 threes in this game for the Liberty. Ties a franchise record, which has been done 4 times. And there's a good chance that they can get the 15th.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say there's a very good chance the way that they're shooting the ball.
Moments ago, the Wings had the lead, and the Liberty responded. And looks like they got a foul there.
Right. Jazz got hit in the face on that three, but it's Jazz. She's okay.
Yeah, that's normal.
That's normal. Hit in the face, flipping over railings.
Alicia Gray was called for a fifth foul in that last possession. Oh, Harrison just annihilated that shot, but staying with it is Rashonda Gray who puts it in.
That's the second time where the Liberties had a broken play turn into something great.
Now Harrison with another lay-in. She's up to 19. 5-point game. Still a lot of time left, but the Wings need stops. Laney, mid-range. Can't get that one to fall.
That was such a great play, too. I really wanted her to make that. She shook her.
Mabry going at Gray. Pass to Harrison once again. Lays it in.
Harrison has been the consistent scorer for Dallas all game.
9 for 11, 21.7 rebounds for Izzy Harrison. 3-point ball game, approaching a minute to go in regulation. Whitcomb firing, knocks it down.
There it is.
New franchise record.
There it is.
New franchise record for the Liberty. 3-point field goals in a single game, 15 tonight.
There it is. Sammy, that was such a great cut, too. You had Laney cutting down, took everybody with her, keeping Sammy open on the wing for a 3.
6 3-pointers tonight for Sammy Whitcomb. 24 points, 7 boards, 4 assists. And there's that quick trigger. And a dance from Naota.
Yeah. Nay loving it on the sideline. Sammy again with the 3. Franchise record. They don't even know it yet, but hey.
Gotta love the energy. 97-91. Again, the Wings battled all the way back from a double-digit deficit, briefly took the lead in this fourth quarter, and the Liberty responded with a 3-point barrage.
It's a lot of energy coming back into the game, and it's just tough when Liberty has shot so well all game. So well.
Harrison going right at Gray. Can't get that one to fall. She scored the last 8 points for Dallas, and it's deflected out of bounds. They say it's to the Wings, but they're going to review it. They're going to take a look to see who that was deflected off of. We'll take another glance as well. 46.9 on the game clock. Now with the win tonight,
conclusive evidence.
that's by definition. And they're still looking this one over. 97-91. Liberty doing their thing tonight. And both teams flirting with 100 points in this game. The Wings have done it a couple of times this season. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to look at, but it should be winding this one down.
Maybe they're looking at time left on the clock to try to get that accurate. That's the only thing I can really think of, because
yeah, they're looking at the
time.
yeah, I can tell they're looking at the clock there. Liberty of Florida was shooting nearly 60% for the entire game. They're about 56% right now. We take another glance at this play as the officials are looking at, but we think that they're looking at the time and when the ball hit out of bounds, and they'll get that adjustment.
Can you read lips?
Well, 46, either 46-9 they're going to stick with, or let's see, they're telling the scores table now.
Following video review, the ball on the floor has been overturned. It is a Liberty ball.
You might need some stripes.
What's that?
You may need some stripes.
I mean, both of us. That was a team effort. A team effort, just like the trivia question earlier.
Oh man, shout out to my people on Twitter. Got me with some last second changes.
Yes, indeed.
Made me rethink life on that.
Oh, there's the steal and a foul, which will put the Wings on the free throw line.
Liberty foul, charge number 44, Benigno Laney.
The Wings still have a heartbeat after a scramble there. And just a tough pass Ionescu tried to squeeze through, taken away by Izzy Harrison.
I mean, we would like to not have any Diana Taurasi, Reggie Miller last minute, last second things that will cut this game and send it into overtime. So let's take care of the ball, Libs, and end the game strongly.
And come down to free throws down the stretch. Another one coming for Izzy Harrison. He's been awfully impressive in this game. Up to 23 points and 7 rebounds. And Hopkins is going to talk things over. That's a career high for Izzy Harrison. 23 points. And she makes it a 4-point ball game. Now, it's a minutes restriction for Sabrina Ionescu, and she certainly made most of those minutes, Ashley.
She did. She shot the ball so extremely well today. Her passes, dropping dimes all over the court. Laney for a layup. I mean, these long chest passes in stride. Offensive player doesn't have to reach for it. It's right in their cookie jar. Up for basket in the just dropping dimes everywhere. Sabrina's been all over the place. Layups. And again with the heady. Oh no, look in the corner, 4-3.
Fourth double-double of the season for Sabrina Ionescu. Of course, that triple-double very earlier in the year. And the way that the Wings scramble defensively, again, they have to make sure that they inbound the ball cleanly and then knock down their free throws. The Liberty 7th in the WNBA in free throw shooting. A little over 80%. Arike Gumbawala, you see there, really struggling with her shot. She struggled in this building back on May 24th with 6 for 20. She's 4 for 12 tonight, just 12 points. One of the top scorers in the WNBA, has been off the mark in this one. Whitcomb to inbound. And she finds Ionescu. Wings decided to just play defense, no foul. Whitcomb, back to Ionescu, approaching 10 on the shot clock. Ionescu, being watched by Harrison, outside. Whitcomb at the free throw line, floats it up and through. Sammy Whitcomb. Wings gambled by not fouling there, and Whitcomb makes them pay. And there's a steal. Jasmine Jones, lost it off of her foot. And out of bounds with 8.6 to go. 99-93 advantage
Jasmine Jones is a riot. She's great, just full of energy, full of just her character. You can see it on the court and how great she is.
Alicia Gray firing and knocking down the three. And quick foul there as Jones, what else is new, gets tackled. Takes a big shot. And she'll go to the free throw line with 0.6 of a second to go in this one. 99-96. And Jasmine will look to put the Liberty over the century mark. Barclays Center crowd giving this team a nice round of applause. The way they battled, competed in this ball game, shot the lights out, shared the basketball. And when Dallas came back, it was New York getting timely stops and hitting key baskets. Jasmine missing on the first attempt.
Which is shocking because she's a really good free throw shooter.
She is a good free throw shooter. 82% for the season. One more for Jazz Jones. Misses that one. So the Liberty get the job done. 99 points tonight. Knocking off the Dallas Wings. 99-96. Earning the 400th win in franchise history. The 5th WNBA franchise to reach 400 wins. On your way, they still dancing. Awfully impressive performance. Liberty got off to a very fast start in this game, and the Wings made it tough as the game went on, but the Liberty closed the show with timely shooting. 3-point barrage, a franchise record 15 3-pointers as we take a look at the performance of Sammy Whitcomb.
Sammy was on fire all game, fiery and aggressive, inside, outside, whatever was needed of her, she was able to respond. And even when it was a lucky pass that just dropped in her hand, she still made Dallas pay, even with the little floater. And her teammates laughing at her because it was at the buzzer.
Sammy Whitcomb getting set up now. We're going to talk to her about this performance that she had in this game, putting up 26 points to lead the way for the Liberty, knocking down 6 3-pointers in this ball game as well. And Sammy Whitcomb is joining us. Can you hear us, Sammy?
I can hear you, yeah.
Outstanding. I talked to you a little bit earlier and asked you what you learned from the first meeting against Dallas, and you talked about getting off to a better start. Talk about the start you got off to in this game, blistering in the early going.
Yeah, it was probably a little too fast almost, but, you know, that's how we like it. I thought we did a good job, you know, finding people. We talk about the good to great shots, and we did a really good job of passing up good shots to get great shots for our teammates, and it really got us going.
Sammy, talk a little bit about your passing. I mean, everybody was doing so well, cutting without the ball. And explain a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of speaks to that good to great as well. We want to move and create better shots for each other, and obviously we have some incredible playmakers in B and Sab, and they're so good at finding people, but if we're stagnant and standing and watching them, it doesn't help them, it doesn't help us. So cutting and moving and just helping each other out when the defenses are putting pressure and throwing 2 people at them is really important.
Back-to-back wins now for the Liberty. 2 more games remaining before the Olympic break. What's been discussed in the locker room, players, coaches, about the way that you guys want to close things out before that break?
Yeah, I mean, the way that we close it out and the momentum we can carry into that break is really important. Obviously, you want to feel good going into the break, and obviously there's a group of teams, like 5 teams, that all have kind of the same record. So if we can create a bit of separation going into that break, it'll be massive for us.
Sammy Whitcomb, 26 points, 7 boards, 4 assists. Thank you so much for your time. Nice applause from the Barclays Center crowd. 99-96, the final. The Liberty getting it done. Had to come back from 20 down in the last game against Washington. Fast start in this one, and they were able to hold on down the stretch and get this victory over the Dallas Wings. 26 points for Sammy Whitcomb, a double-double for Sabrina Ionescu with 13 points and 12 rebounds. For Ashley Battle, our entire Liberty on the S team. This is Michael Grady signing off from Barclays Center. Liberty getting the dub at Barclays Center.